Okay, man, not go front. First and foremost, trigger warning, okay? I'm gonna be very blunt and very honest on this topic right here because there's a disconnect, and I hate to talk about certain controversial stuff. Sorry, I hate to talk about certain controversial things, but I just have to be the one to mention it because I don't see other guys mentioning this shit, but it has to be said. All right, so this former teacher sentenced to 60 days in jail after admitting to sexually abusing a teen. So you already know, jump straight to the damn comment section, and this comment had, you know, these ladies' panties in a damn twist. And I do understand why, but that's where the disconnect comes in at the same time. Because here's what I would say. I understand why women would be mad about this, because it's like, oh, you know, he's praying. I mean, she's preying on a young guy, a young boy, not even an adult yet. All right, I get it. But the thing is, and this is where the disconnect comes in. The thing is, more likely than not, and I'm not saying all the time, but more likely than not, that young boy did not oppose to his teacher, you know, having any type of relation. More likely than not. But, and the thing is, yes, this definitely does point out the double standard, because you already know if this was a male teacher, he'd be locked up for 5 years, no less than that. Get it? I'm always one to point that out. But that's another disconnect, bro. That's another disconnect. That's another area where I disconnect, because you have to understand, and this is something I've learned in my legal studies and shit like that. The implementation of force when it comes to these type of topics of a adult and a minor is what takes these stories from something casual to something serious. Another instance, like for this topic right here, this woman, more likely than not, didn't have to force herself upon that male student. Now we do vice versa. That male teacher, more likely than not, is forcing himself upon that female student. That's the difference. And you see, if you don't know, society and the societal perception around legislation and legal shit also affects the judge's verdict. It affects the judge's verdict as well. Because just imagine, all right, imagine, because I don't have any personal story I could tell you right now, but imagine a female teacher having relations with a student, and she gets sentenced to 10 years. Do you know of any case like that? Like, let me know in the comment section if you know of a case like that. But I could probably Google search and list you cases of male teachers facing 10 years for you know, having relations with a student. You see the difference though? And you see this topic here too? I guarantee you, if this was a male teacher, it would have more engagement. It would have more reactions to this shit. It's a societal perception around this, bro. Like, the judge probably saw this case on his desk and was like, what? This is a real thing? You know, this is a real thing? The perception around it is very crucial to the judge's verdict, bro. And anytime there's a woman teacher with a student, majority of the guys in the comment section is like, oh, I wish this was me. Oh, where were these teachers when I was a student? Yes, I'm mocking it, but it's still the societal perception around this shit, bro. Keyword of this topic, societal perception. That's why women teachers usually get a slap on the wrist when it comes to these things, bro. Or they get, you know, slap on the wrist pretty much. Yeah, they lose their job, whatever the case is. It's a slap on the wrist because of the societal perception, okay? Just want to drill that in your head, because I see women getting upset by this, like, oh, she should get 10 years. Like, oh, why would a man get 10 years? It's different, bro. It's just different. The circumstances around that shit is different. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what y'all think about this, bro. And let me know if I'm bugging. Let me know if I'm way out of touch or I'm way out of line. Let me know about this. Be honest, okay? I was very honest in this topic because there seems to be that disconnect that women just don't understand. Look, if you're in college watching this video right now and you know of a woman who would get upset by this, just let them know that you as a guy I'm talking about, you as a guy, if you had a teacher in high school that you was physically attracted to, you would let her do certain things to you. And she would get away with a slap on the wrist. It's just real shit, man. It's unfortunate, yes, because of the double standard, but that's just how it is, man. The world is full of these damn double standards, bro. There's no avoiding it. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think. If you made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate it, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 5,000 subs. Thank you. I'm hoping that's coming soon, man. I get emotional.